The power of secrets. Having secrets is important because what is for you is for you. Everybody has a unique ability, unique talent that they possess. It's not for everybody. Of course, sharing certain things is fine, but something that is uniquely for you, let it be for you. Everybody doesn't have to get their mind and hands on what's for you. You don't have to sell everything. Oh, I'm going to sell this parts of myself to other people just so I can make a living or just so I can be looked at as something different or important. Sometimes you got to keep those little secret bits for yourself. You don't have to expose all of you to the world and have people alter that part of you. Because once you expose it, it's up for grabs for people to alter it and use it for themselves. So having something for yourself that no one else can have is important, right? Like if you have a family heirloom, that's not for everybody, right? Certain treasures are not for everybody to have. Certain secrets about your family, it's not for everybody to know. You know, certain things are just not for everybody to know. Doesn't mean it's bad because you're withholding things from other people. It's just not their business. It's okay not to have people in your business. It's okay not to have to share all of your greatness with everybody. Everybody doesn't need access to your greatness. Because when you share your greatness with other people, people can tap in and alter your greatness or steal your greatness and alter it to something else. And I feel that is the greatest defeat of many cultures. They don't have enough societies that great societies. They either have secrets exposed, and then once the secrets are exposed, their culture kind of has a decaying situation going on where they crumble from the inside out because the secret is exposed and the buildup of energy is dissipated. So having secrets are the ultimate power that you can have for yourself. Withholding information from others is important. I mean, that may sound devious, that may sound cruel, but it's the only way that you can get ahead of the game and put yourself in a better position if you have more secrets that you do not reveal to the world. Not even the world, but even your close circle. You need things for yourself to hold on to. Secrets, vital secrets, even some secrets that may not be vital. Just keep the secrets for yourself. Learn to regulate what you discuss and share with others. And sometimes less talking is better, especially if you just blabber. If you have a blabbermouth problem, overly sharing. Keeping your secrets to yourself can save you a lot of stress. Because sometimes when you reveal a secret, people get jealous, people get angry, and certain things may reveal how people really feel about you. Even if people pry, make up a lie. You don't have to tell them the truth. Lies save lives sometimes. Because there's so many people out there that's trying to get to expose secrets, you know, about other people's, how they operate, how they think, you know, and gatekeeping is important when it comes to your beliefs, your imagination, and just things you do that you don't want to let other people know about. And that's fine. Everybody need to know your business. When you're on the toilet, do people need to know your business? No. Same thing with your secrets and the other side of you. So having secrets is going to be the ultimate come up for anybody that is navigating the world. Keep your secrets to yourself. Everything ain't for everybody. What your granny taught you is not for everybody to know. Because people are looking, listening, and watching, ready to steal. People are thieves of energy. So when you have the people that are thieves of energy, thieves of thoughts and frequencies, you have to be mindful of that. Because thoughts are things. And people steal those thoughts. And it just, some people lack the ability to create in their mind and imagination. So they steal other people's thoughts and they run with it. And they make it something else or make it beneficial to them. Especially if they're not paying you. Don't get up here on the internet exposing all your secrets, your creative ideas. Keep it for yourself. Don't sell it. Everything's not for sale. In this day and age, everything's for sale. Everything's instant gratification. Everything is take time, use your energy, and do time doing this, do time doing that. That's how you actually reverse your success. You reverse your success by spending too much time on other people's frequency. Learn to set a time aside for your own frequency and stop exposing everything you were taught to the world. If people want to learn from you, they need to pay you. But at the same time, as well, everything is not for sale. Everything is not up for sale for people to know. Like your home that's just been in your family for over 100 years is not for sale. Money cannot buy that. You know what I'm saying? People want to, there's some people that do sell their family homes. But for the most part, most family homes are not for sale. Unless people just get so desperate for money. And they're so focused on the external aspects of money and not in the internal, real currency of themselves. The internal, real currency of yourself is the true money. People have to have a mind shift in this day and age because they're selling themselves short. They're short-circuited themselves instead of having residual, endless, infinite money. To have residual, infinite money, you have to do the opposite. Hold things back from individuals, groups of people, society, because when you hold things back, you hold on to the frequency longer versus just blabbering it out. You hold on to it longer. You deal with it. You work on it. You use your imagination on it, and whatever that is. Everything is just not for sale. Everything is not for everybody, right? And I feel like it's hard for many in this capitalist society for people to be like, okay, how do I get around making a living for myself if I don't sell the things that I know and can do and offer my time, right? So that's the navigation you have to do. That navigation without selling yourself, without selling your family secrets, your family heirlooms for sale. Basically, people tell women about prostitution or anybody about prostitution. Prostitution is bad. But you prostitute on another level. You can be prostituting your culture, prostituting this, prostituting that. So prostitution in one way is okay, but prostitution, selling your body, is not. They're both equally as bad. It's because you're selling out your family, that's a form of prostitution. Selling your time is a form of prostitution. Nobody looks at working a job as prostitution. Nobody's looking at selling anything as prostitution besides your body. People say, oh, get a legal means of work or get a respectable means of work. What is respectable if you are actually doing things that goes against your soul? Or goes against your well-being in the end is prostitution. Everything's prostitution. You don't have to open your legs to be a prostitute or get on your knees to be a prostitute. You're a prostitute every time you go to work. Doesn't mean it has to be sexual. It's like get a respectable means of making a living. None of it is respectable. None of it is respectable, especially if you cannot Develop yourself in a way to develop yourself, and you're always chasing outside means. When you always have to chase outside means for your development and survival and well-being of your body, that means you're doomed too. You're doomed too. Until you find a way to not have to sell your time for money and clock into a 9 to 5, whether that's a salary or not, you still gotta show up to work and put some type of work in. But it's all prostitution. It's just different levels of prostitution. Now, when are people going to get to the level where they can have residual infinite money without having to prostitute themselves for time, for money, or sell their bodies for money? And that's the level that the only way the level is to fight depression and fight a lot of society elements or a lot of mental health problems, because you're prostituting yourself. Anytime you gotta go out and look for a job, that is prostitution. Anytime you gotta go out and sell anything, that means you working for the money and the money's not working for you. So you need to get to a level where the money is working for you and you're not working for the money. So those key things are important. Damn, you really working for the money instead of letting the money work for you. And that's something that people have to figure out for themselves, how to make the money work for themselves. And of course, I'm not saying people, go quit your job and sit on your ass. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying figure an exit plan that's going to have the money work for you, so you can have infinite money. That's the infinite residual income that works for you, and not you constantly prostituting yourself for time and cash. And everybody has such a unique life. A one size fits all agenda is not going to work. So everybody has to figure out for themselves how to make the money work for them. And it's quit prostitution. Prostituting for companies, prostituting for this, prostituting for that. Not just for companies. Sometimes you prostitute for yourself. You're an independent prostitute. But you have to reverse the polarity and be like, hey, I need to let this money work for me. And how do you do that? It's something you got to figure it out. Sit down with a pen and pad and figure it out. Of course, people got to do what they got to do. Bills got to get paid. And it's hard because we all kind of locked into this prostitution ring of constant work, constant trading time for cash. We're all locked in. So once people figure that part out, then a lot of things in society will be less harsh for themselves, less stressful. And you can really live a fulfilling life. Because that's why people are unhappy at work, whatever job they have, corporate America, whatever job they have, most of the time they really not unhappy at work because they know they prostitute themselves. At the end of the day, they are. May not be opening your legs or bending on your knees, but you are still prostituting yourself. And it sucks, but until you figure it out, we're all gonna be in the prostitution room on different levels. So that's why if you have any type of secrets, it ain't for everybody. Learn to harness that energy within. Learn to slow down, because they want everybody to be busybodies, busy bees. We're not busy bees. We have big brains for a reason. We need to start using them through imagination, rituals, and things like this. You have to do the inner work. The inner work is the most important work to get people out of prostitution. Get people on a path of living a life they're supposed to live, instead of as a slave and a prostitute. Just because you're a doctor or just because you were this or that doesn't mean you're not a slave or a prostitute. If you are working for the money and not the money work for you, you are a prostitute. If you can't magnetize yourself, if money cannot be magnetized to you through imagination, then you're a prostitute. You haven't tapped into the magic of this realm. And I don't know if it's intentionally done to keep people away from the magic that they possess by keeping them so busy they can't tap into their imagination and magnetize money to themselves, or intentionally done, or is it just out of trauma, out of thievery, that people are stuck. Many people are stuck in a position where they have to do things that they're not really aligned with to procure funds to sustain themselves. But if there's a will, there's a way. And I think everybody should have an exit plan to get out of prostitution, because long-term prostitution is not well for anybody. So slow down, start thinking, start creating more, start using your imagination, and get out of prostitution.